This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here with a big surprise. So, I'm a huge fan of The Messenger. It's one of my all-time favorite games, and I've got the platinum for it. Well, amazingly, and what actually really surprises me, is it got a native PS5 upgrade recently, and it's free if you already owned it. So I found out there's a new version of a game I really liked, and I was able to get it for free, so that's a pleasant surprise. So I'm trying it out. Let me make sure I'm live before I start. I've had issues where it tells me I'm live, but I'm not actually live. It's either an issue on PS5's end or YouTube's end. Either way, it's fucking annoying. Okay, I'm live. So my anxiety's getting the better of me. That's how I'd cope. What's up? Finally, I got the upgrade. It lets me attack any projectiles. It's so fucking useful. Gotta love the soundtrack in this game so much. Fuck. I love the fact that when you go have Corbel and you come into a boss room, he fucking oh shit and blinks out. Fuck you, bro. Fucking anxiety. Hello. Alright, I'll be in there in a second. Love you, bye. Be right back. Shit. Oh well. Such a great upgrade. Because when you attack downwards, not only does it give you an attack downwards, but it lets you bounce back up so you can do all kinds of creative platforming with it, which you're gonna see. Well, yeah, kinda. NES inspired, not really NES, but yeah, you get it. This game is fucking awesome. This is one of my all-time favorite games ever. And, just out of the blue, they dropped a PS5 version. I think it was on PS4. And they dropped a free PS5 upgrade. No warning, no publicity, no nothing. So I just looked on the store and saw it, and I'm like, what? And a new trophy list. So I'm like, fuck it. And I've already got the platinum for this game, so like, fuck it, I'll get the list again. Yeah. They can fucking do that shit too. I mean, lots of stuff about ninjas is exaggerated, but they were known for being able to land almost silently, which is pretty impressive, especially, you know, when the ninjas that we know of were fucking around in cobblestone streets and wooden roofs. Yeah. And this game has one of the coolest fucking twists in any game you will ever play. The first half of this game is an 8-bit NES-looking game, heavily inspired by Ninja Gaiden, obviously with modern amenities, okay? In the second half of the game, it switches to 16-bit, becomes a Metroidvania with you being able to return to past stages, and you switch between 8-bit and 16-bit on the fly. It's fucking sick. A small team. I think maybe like 10 people. So not one creator, but still very small team. And if you've ever heard of Sea of Stars, or you've seen me play, because I've streamed it, but I'm not sure if you're around. A Sea of Stars and The Messenger are in the same universe, and they're connected. And Sea of Stars is also fucking awesome. If this game was their homage to Ninja Gaiden, then Sea of Stars is their homage to Chrono Trigger. As it's like a top-down isometric 16-bit RPG. And you know me, I love a good RPG, so... Actually, I need to replay Sea of Stars. Probably will after I finish getting the play for this again. Because it's getting a massive free DLC this year. They kickstarted Sea of Stars. And they were one of the stretch goals was the DLC, which it met. And then I was expecting the DLC, but they actually announced the DLC would be free to everybody, not just backers. And it's a fucking massive DLC. So it just, once again, shows a really great team. Because they honestly could charge. It's a fucking enormous DLC. So, and I obviously would pay for it. So, I played it, so I want to go back through before the big-ass DLC drops. Actually, weirdly, we're getting a lot of games getting the huge DLCs. I mean, I'm here for it. Actually, one of my friends, he's not really into DLC, even for games that he loves, and I really disagree with that. I mean, obviously, it depends. I have to like the game, but if I like a game, like I really like a game, it's almost a guarantee I'm gonna buy the DLC. I mean, provided the DLC's not shit. Sometimes, you know, I'll like a game, but the DLC will suck a dick. But I'm saying, like, in general, if I really like a game, I'm gonna want to get the DLC. So... But we're getting a lot of indie games getting DLCs, which is kind of crazy. I mean, it's cool. It's just not something I'm used to. And, Sea of Stars is getting a massive DLC this spring, so it's not announced yet, but they confirmed it's spring, so... Yeah. I buy discounted games unless it's a game I really like. Like I said, I don't buy a lot of games new, but there's a couple of games that I really love and I will buy them day one. Most of the time I'll wait till they go on sale. Like Death Stranding 2. That comes out in June, and you can bet your ass that I'm gonna be playing that fucking day one. And well, not only day one, I'm probably gonna get the deluxe edition. And I almost never do that, but I love fucking Hideo Kojima so much that I don't fucking care. It's one of the few games I would splurge for. The last game I really... Yeah, exactly. The last game that I bought day one was Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I actually splurged for that and got the deluxe version, and I don't regret that at all. Silent Hill 2 Remake was not only fucking everything I hoped it would be, it was more. I fucking love that game. So I am 1,000,000 fucking percent okay with getting the deluxe version for that. And the deluxe version actually came with a bunch of cool stuff. It's like 10 extra bucks, you get a bunch of new outfits, the game's soundtrack, which I fucking love the Silent Hill soundtrack, an art book, and you got 3 days early access. So for $10 extra, it's not bad. Like I said, normally I wouldn't make a habit of it, but I love Silent Hill so much, and I have been waiting so fucking long Ah, damn it. Yeah, 12 year. Yeah, the last Silent Hill game before then was 2012. So I've been waiting 12 years for that. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going all out. And then, shit. Ah, damn it, I missed my window. I'm trying to think. No, the Tomb Raider collection, I bought it at launch. I didn't buy the extra version, but I bought that at launch. Don't regret that either. I love the Tomb Raider games, and they fixed Angel of Darkness. That alone was worth the price of admission. And that was only $30 brand new. So, you know, like a quarter of what you normally spend for a new game. So I don't regret that at all. And that's $30 for 3 games. 3 great games. So, but Soul Reaver I bought at launch because, I mean, it's fucking Legacy of Kain. You know how long I waited? You know how long I waited for another Legacy of Kain game? Literally, fucking 20 years. So, you know, like, most games I don't buy at launch, but if it's important to me, I will. Like I said, Death Stranding 2, I'm probably gonna get the deluxe version. Gonna get Metal Gear Solid Delta because it's fucking Metal Gear Solid, and it's a remake of 3, arguably the best Metal Gear Solid, with Metal Gear Solid 5 gameplay. Like, I'm so fucking ready for Delta. The first Soul Reaver and Soul Reaver 2 are, yeah, and they're good. You can play almost the whole series, though. Blood Omen 1 and 2 didn't get remastered, but they did get PS Classic versions you could buy for trophies, which is cool. And they're like $10 each, so not bad, honestly. And I'd rather have them available than not at all. And then, technically it's not like a full purchase, but, I'm trying to, Days Gone Remastered comes out on the 27th of next month, so almost exactly 30 days from now, and that's a $10 upgrade fee, and you can bet your ass I'm gonna be getting that fucking day one. I fucking love Days Gone, and I played countless hours of it, got the platinum, literally did pretty much everything you can do. And the PS5 version has a bunch of visual upgrades, a bunch of quality of life upgrades, a new trophy list so I can get a platinum again for it, better loading, and a really cool new mode that I'm really looking forward to. The original game, you know, had the challenge mode, and it one of them was like a horde, the Sawmill Horde, but it was cool. But they're adding a new mode to the remaster that is like a horror mode, but it's like you going across the map. And so it's like a free roam horde mode, and as you roam through the map and fight off hordes, the hordes get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And they will actually eventually surpass the base game, which, fuck, almost. Oh well, shit happens. If you know anything about, you know, Days Gone, the hordes can already be really big, so the fact that they're actually using the PS5 tech to actually make much bigger hordes, because they were pretty much capped out on PS4, is fucking awesome. And I would pay $10 just for that new mode. So you throwing that in with a fancy next-gen version, and I'm sold. And I'm really hoping that if enough fucking people buy the remaster, then it will finally get Sony to fucking greenlight Days Gone 2. Because, you know, Days Gone 1 I fucking loved, and it sold really well. It sold really well. But it got bad reviews for whatever fucking reason. Not that I put much stock in critic reviews anyway. They can suck my ass. But it got bad reviews, and Sony pulled the plug on the sequel, even though it was under development. So I'm hoping, you know, that if this remaster does really well, it'll get Sony to finally greenlight it. Because Days Gone deserves a fucking sequel. And then, I'm not sure when it's coming out. We know that it's coming this year, but Ghost of Yotai is coming this year, and that will be a day one purchase for me. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my all-time favorite games ever. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that it's like in my top 5. Obviously, the list changes, you know, my mood shifts, but there's, generally speaking, games that will always be on the list, and games that will always be at the very top of the list. And I genuinely would put Ghost of Tsushima in my top 5, if not my top 3. I fucking adore Ghost of Tsushima, so I am all fucking about the sequel. And it looks like exactly what I want it to be. Ghost of Tsushima, but bigger, better, more refined, polished, prettier. So, it's that fucking good. Obviously, this is me, my opinion, it's subjective, but I personally think Ghost of Tsushima is one of the greatest games ever made ever. Okay? I love Sucker Punch. I've always loved Sucker Punch. They did the Sly Cooper games, which I love Sly Cooper. They did Infamous, which I love Infamous. But with Ghost of Tsushima, it's like they ascended to another fucking level. They went from being a really good developer to one of the best developers ever. Well, have you not played it then, or? Well, you really need to get on it. It is fucking amazing. It is some of the best graphics you'll ever see on PS4. It did things on PS4 that mystified me. It's so fucking pretty. It is an example of open world done right. It's a massive open world. I mean, it's not like the biggest, but it's pretty big. And it is filled with interesting stuff around every corner. I never felt like it was copy and paste. It felt like they put something unique in every single inch of that map. You know? So 40 hours in, I was playing it and seeing some, like, corner of the map, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. The upgrade and combats are is fucking amazing. The upgrades are actually worth it. So, every upgrade feels meaningful. It's not just, upgrades don't mean anything. Every new armor set is super cool. I mean, it doesn't rewrite the book. It just does what it does so fucking well. It is like a shining beacon of perfection for open world design. Amazing story, amazing open world, amazing combat, amazing upgrades. Yeah, it's great. It deserved it. It fucking deserved it. And it really... Yeah, 6 mil. Yeah, which is great for a first entry in a series, you know what I mean? And the game got a lot of heat when it was first being developed because it's made by Western developers. Obviously, Sucker Punch is an American studio. And they were doing an Asian setting, and, you know, people were dicks about it, although I think that's stupid, you know. Yeah. But it really, really, really captures the vibe and love of Japanese culture and of that era, without being glamorized. Like, and Ghost of Tsushima brilliantly straddles the line of realistic, and not. It is simultaneously very historically accurate, but it also exaggerates things to live up to the legend of Japanese culture and to live up to that hero fantasy. And it would be really easy for them to overdo it, and it would be fantasy or to do too realistic, but it strikes just the right balance where it's realistic enough that's believable, but it's exaggerated enough that it almost feels like a Japanese fairy tale. And one of the main problems that a lot of people have with open world games, the bad ones anyway, is that they get repetitive. That it's the same thing over and over and over again. Or you're doing the same thing. In Ghost of Tsushima, it's not. And it actually kind of seems that way until you actually play through the game and you see it's not. Like, for example, there's like 50 enemy bases to take out in the open world, okay? And it works like you think. You go in, you kill them, okay? Now, that seems like it would be copied and pasted, but it actually turns out to be a fucking joy to do because, one, all of the enemy bases are completely handmade and unique. There are no two enemy bases that look alike. They're vastly different. So it's not, it's the same thing over and over again. Each one is super different. With different design, different enemies, different vibe, different aesthetic, and you get super great rewards. So the fact that every single base is unique and you're given amazing rewards for doing it, takes something that could be a by-the-numbers checklist, another enemy base, and makes each one exciting. And that's how it seems. Like, there are these shrines that are like optional platforming challenges. Like, you have to climb up a mountain, and there's a certain amount of them, and it seems like, it'll be repetitive. Nope, every mountain's completely different. Looks different, has different platforming. Yeah. They started working on it. Yeah. They wanted to make sure that shit was good. And it was. You know what I'm saying? It was worth it in the end. But, like, I legitimately, in terms of world design in the world, would put Ghost of Tsushima up against fucking Rockstar. I mean, that's how good Ghost of Tsushima is, the world design. Like, every town feels unique, every place feels unique, and even the buildings. You can actually almost enter every single building in Ghost of Tsushima, which is incredibly rare in any open world game. But just about every building in Ghost of Tsushima, you can enter. And you're constantly getting new tools and upgrades. All the way to the end, from the start of the game to the end of the game, they're throwing new tools and new weapons at you. So it's never like, it's the same old shit. Like, and I wish I could. It's actually pretty small. It's like 40 gigs. They're fucking awesome at coding. I was like so surprised at how small it is too. And it runs like a dream. On the base PS4, even though it's one of the prettiest games you'll ever see on PS4, I mean that, it seriously is. Ran at almost a perfect 30 FPS, no frame drops, which, like I said, with how pretty it is, that was insane. And on PS5, it pretty much runs at a locked 60 FPS at 4K. It is fucking breathtaking on PS5. and you got the director's cut. The director's cut has the DLC, Icky Island, and it is fucking amazing as well. Yeah, well, in all fairness, yeah, but in all fairness, in that case, it makes sense. Because it is such a graphically demanding game. I mean, it pushed PS4 to the fucking limit. Like, I think it is probably the best looking PS4 game ever. So, I mean, they were fucking maxing PS4 out, dude. Like, they have fucking, like... There's parts where, yeah. Well, son of a bitch, this boss is hard. One of the harder bosses that I struggle with the most. Oh, yeah, for sure. And you should be happy to know it's a tiny upgrade fee. I think to upgrade Ghost of Tsushima to PS5. I think it's like $10. And that's just if you want the extra bells and whistles. If you play Ghost of Tsushima PS4 on PS5, it uncaps it to 60. So even if you don't buy the upgrade, it actually runs better on PS5. But you know, you get extra bells and whistles and shit on PS5 for $10. And I actually think that's... Yeah, so even if you don't spend a dime, you're still getting a better version of the game for free. Because they could have just left the frame rate capped at 30. But if you want to shell out an extra $10, you get all these fancy bells and whistles, much quicker load times. And considering how much I love the game, I did. You know what I mean? But either way, you know, Sony, I think, has actually been really good about that. Like, they'll release, like, a big-ass remaster, and it'll be an awesome remaster, and it'll only be, like, a $10 upgrade. Even though they could have charged a lot more. Like, Death Stranding got a director's cut for PS5, and besides the fact that that looks and plays way better, it adds a shit ton of new content. It adds a bunch of new vehicles, a bunch of new weapons, a bunch of new story missions, a bunch of new cutscenes, and all kinds of other shit. Like, it's like an entire paragraph to list all the shit that they added in the director's cut. $10. Like, I would have paid $10 just for all the new story missions and shit that the director's cut added. Spider-Man Remastered got a $10 upgrade, and the PS5 version was a fucking sick upgrade. Horizon Zero Dawn had one of the best remasters I've ever seen. Like, the leap in graphics was fucking insane, $10. God of War Ragnarok, I love that. That's a $10 upgrade. So, you know... And I just think it's funny because people are like, oh, Sony's so greedy. And then you point out, like, well, they could have charged full price. Like other companies do. Like, Nintendo, they want you to rebuy their games full fucking price. Nobody calls out Nintendo for that, but sure, let's break their balls over a $10 fee. And I just think it's pretty fair, you know? If I like the game enough to get the new version, I'm willing to fucking chill out $10. Like Last of Us 2. I know everybody was joking about how they're milking The Last of Us, but The Last of Us 2 had a really good remaster for PS5 that came out last year, and it added a massive new game mode with new characters, new missions, new stuff. It added new costumes, added new features, and it was a $10 upgrade. I'm like, dude, I love The Last of Us 2 so much that I would have paid $10 just for the new fucking game mode. Like, there are games that have costume packs that are more expensive than that. You're gonna get onto them for a fucking $10 fee. And I could get behind if they were consistent, but they're not. But yeah, I recommend, if you get a chance, as soon as possible, that you play Ghost of Tsushima. I cannot stress enough how much I love that game. Like, it is honestly one of my favorite games of all time ever. I mean, who knows if you'll like it that much, but I cannot sing its praises. It's like about... For me, I fucking was addicted to that game, and that I enjoyed so much. Well, yeah. We'll just wait until you get a PS5 then. But it's a game that I enjoyed so much that when I got to the end of it and I had done everything there was to do, I'm sad. That's how, to me anyway, that's how you know that a game is really fucking amazing, when you're sad that it's over. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you're like happy that you beat it. You can say, oh, I beat it. But when you're actually like bummed that there's nothing more, that's how you know it's a great game. And I was just like, oh my god, where am I going to find another game like this? And Ghost of Tsushima 2, or Ghost of Yotai, however you want to say it, I suck at Japanese pronunciation, looks even better. And honestly could be my game of the year. Because, for one, they're going to a really interesting period. They're going to 16th century Japan, which is a very underutilized time period. I'm so excited because I love Japanese culture and I love Japanese history. You know, the non-weird anime weeb shit. But everybody who makes Japanese media acts like only one Japanese period exists, Edo. And I understand Edo. You know, it's like this typical samurais and shit, and I get that. But it's like, Japanese has such a rich history. You know, so we're finally getting games that are not just fucking set in that one time period. And Ghost of Yotoi is set in a time period that hardly any Japanese media I've seen has been in. It's basically almost like the Industrial Revolution for Japan. So it's a really unique setting, and then they're taking everything that was good about Ghost of Tsushima and expanding it. Much bigger world, but still just as dense. Much prettier, which once again, Ghost of Tsushima still looks amazing. So, holy shit. More weapons. Like, in the original game, they had like 4 combat styles, but they were all centered around a samurai sword, of course. And now, of course, you can still use a katana, but you can also use dual katanas, fucking Kisurigamas, flintlock rifles, because this is when guns were becoming widespread in Japan, and all kinds of cool shit. So it's just them taking what was already so great and turn it up to 11. So, we don't know when Ghost of Yotoi is coming out. They said 2025, and I don't think they'll delay it because it's been 5 years already. It's crazy to think that it literally came out in June of 2020, but it's been 5 years already, but they haven't announced when. But whenever it's coming, I'm gonna play it. Like, that is like the closest thing to a fucking day one purchase. So, pretty much this year, it's gonna be Days Gone Remastered, Death Stranding 2, and probably Ghost of Yotoi are going to be the games that I get at launch. And, oh, I'm sorry, Metal Gear Solid Delta. And then, depending on if it comes out this year, maybe Silent Hill F. You know, I love Silent Hill, and it actually looks like the new Silent Hill, the brand new one, might come out this year because I thought it might take a while, but they just they announced its rating from the ESRB, and if you know anything about the ESRB, any change you make to the game's content, they have to recertify it. So in order to avoid that, having to do that every time they change something, most developers, like 99% of developers, will wait until the game is almost 100% finished to send it into the ESRB. And then they've already given the complete PC specs, which once again, those can change through development, so most developers wait until the end. So it's actually seeming like there's a really good chance that Silent Hill F will come out this year or the beginning of next year. But either way, it's a lot sooner than I initially thought, and whenever that comes out, that'll probably be day one purchase, because I fucking love Silent Hill, and it's a brand new Silent Hill. And it's a Silent Hill set in 1960s Japan. That's a fucking amazing idea. I mean, Silent Hill's already bad enough, and then you have creepy Japanese shit? and it's a prequel. It's a prequel to the rest of the series. People are like, oh, it's not Silent Hill. It's not in Silent Hill. There's been a bunch of Silent Hill games that weren't in Silent Hill for 1 and for 2. It's about how the cult that made the town fucked up started, so it directly connects in. So it still ties into the main story, and I really want to see that because we know about a cult in all the games is what created all that shit in Silent Hill, but we don't know anything about them. So I'm excited to see that, and it looks really good. And depending on how good it is, GTA 6. Like, I'm interested in GTA 6, but I need to see the actual gameplay before I judge. But if GTA 6 lives up to the hype and is good, I'll probably get that day one as well. But that's not like a guarantee, like the rest of the ones I said, where it's like, I'm gonna get it no matter what if I can. But there's a pretty good chance, because normally Rockstar, it takes them a while to release games these days, but when they do, it's worth it. Took them fucking 8 years to release Red Dead 2, but man, it was worth it in the end. So, if GTA 6... Oh, it's good to see you, Dick. And that sounded weird. I'll try it if it's free. I can't make any promises, I don't know if I'll like it, but if it's free and somebody watching my streams asks me to play it, I'll try. I'm always open to trying new shit. I'm pretty sure. Okay. It's not like graphic or anything, is it? So I don't want to get in trouble on my channel with some shit. I'm just trying to make sure you're not trolling me. Does that be a dick move, bro? Okay. So thus far, you seem like a pretty cool dude. You've been popping in my streams lately, and I enjoy your conversations, but you never know these days. Some people are fucking assholes online. Fuck. Oh well. Okay, that's cool. I haven't played LSD Simulator, but I've seen it. I don't have a PC, and it's only on PC, so... Fucking... God, I love this game. And I fucking love this game's soundtrack so much. At least my toothache is finally starting to go away. It was actually a lot better today even without medicine. I took some painkillers. Over-the-counter painkillers. But when you say painkillers, people think you're talking hardcore shit. I'm just talking ibuprofen, Tylenol. And I'm feeling good now, so for the first time in a while, I'm actually feeling like myself. Last 2 or 3 days, I've dealt with an awful, awful fucking toothache that made me want to fucking slam my head into a wall. Yeah, you're talking about The Messenger? Yeah, I love this game. They just surprise dropped a new PS5 version. It was a free upgrade, so I'm like, fuck it. I've already platinumed it on PS4, I'll platinum the new version. Motherfucker, almost. She's one of the more difficult bosses in the game. I play this game so much so that I'm pretty good at most of it. I can get through a vast majority of the game without dying too often. I played the shit out of this game. Because this is not an easy game, let me tell you. Man, girls always trying to whip you. One way or another. Thank you for watching. If you like how I'm subscribe. Searing Crags. Like seriously, every single fucking track in this game is fucking awesome. Not really, no. Just, like I said, I've been having a bad toothache and I just suddenly felt better. From pain meds and from, just it getting better, so I'm just trying to stream. I wasn't streaming. Probably gonna be up most of tonight, honestly, because I slept in. And I have a couple of games on my backlog I've been meaning to get to. And I figure, fuck it, why not now? A lot of the time when I'll get a game and I'll get several on sale. Not because I wanted them, but just because they're on sale. Like, I'll get one main game I wanted. And like, oh, there's some cheap other games I get as well. So, and it just kind of sits there in my backlog. Octopath Traveler. I need to start that up. I want to play that for a while. Just trying to find the right time to spend on my backlog. I love RPGs, and I really like Live Alive, or Live Alive, by the same team. Resident Evil Revelations 2. I've had it for the first game, and I've had the second one for ages, waiting for the right time to play the second game. I might as well. And then I need to finish the Surge. Yeah. RPGs are probably my favorite game genre. Like, I love all game genres. Well, most of them anyway. But if I had to pick a favorite genre, it would be RPGs. Always has been. Nothing like a great RPG. For me, games are about... The thing that I love the most about games is the feeling of getting lost in another world. The escapism, the immersion, of getting to a place, of seeing things and doing things you could never do in real life. And for me, RPGs give you that feeling more than anything else. Because their worlds are so fleshed out. Shit. I think it doesn't look bad on you, man. You like what you like. I'm not gonna shame somebody for liking what they like. I find people who do the assholes. I might say I don't like it, because that would be the truth. Or I might say, well, I don't understand the appeal, because that would also be the truth. But I'm like, oh, you like that game? Well, that's fucking lame. I hate people who are like that. I'm like, okay, I don't like it, worst case scenario, but I'm glad you do. I'm trying to police it, so, you know. I mean, I've never really been into the Rabbids. I kind of feel like they stole Rayman's thunder, because, like, all his games became about them, and I like Rayman. But I'm glad you liked it, and I have heard that it's better than a lot of people thought it would be. So... maybe one of these days I'll try it out. I'm not opposed to it, it's one of those games where I'm not, like, actively hating on it, I'm not, like, super interested in it, if that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, I might get around to it. You know, but it's like, oh my god, I've gotta try Rabbids. But, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you're not a real fan because you like Mario and Rabbids. I can't stand fucking people like that. Yeah, it just depends. There are games that are like that, and I agree. But then there's lots that aren't like that. It's just about finding the right ones. But I understand your complaint. Like, for example, you know, that Mario game is made by Ubisoft, so you could call that AAA, and yet you like it. So, just like right there's an example of a AAA developer doing it right, at least by your standards. Fear, yes, I have heard about that. Yeah, haven't played it. It's still on, I think it's on PC only. I am, unfortunately, a console peasant. So there's lots of games that I would try if I had a PC. Yeah, it seems cool. One of these days, when I get more money, I will get a PC, and then I'm gonna go and play a lot of those PC exclusives I wanted to play. Fuck. Like I really love Half-Life. I've always loved Half-Life. Half-Life 2 is like one of my favorite games, and arguably one of my favorite shooters, if not my favorite first-person shooter. So I played Black Mesa when it was a mod at a friend's house back in like 2012 when it first launched, but I've never got around to playing the final version or the Zen shit, which looked amazing. So if I ever got a PC, that would probably be the first game I got for it and played for it. It's fucking Black Mesa. So I had a friend at the time who really liked Black Half-Life as well, and had a PC, so when it came out, the original mod, we got it and played it, and I played like the first couple hours of it, and I really loved it. But I didn't get really a chance to do much since then. Yeah, I love Half-Life. I mean, I know it's cliche, but I really do think Half-Life is fucking amazing. Your mileage may vary, but I love it. And I still think Half-Life and Half-Life 2 both hold up really well today, which is not something you can say for games that are over 20 years old, especially in a genre with as much saturation as FPS games. What's my favorite game of all time? Because I couldn't see all of what you said. So YouTube was fucking lame. But I think that's what you asked. That's hard for me to answer because I've played so many games. I've played thousands of games in my life. And it changes on my mood. Sometimes I like some games more. But if I had to pick one, my favorite game of all time would probably either be Metal Gear Solid 5 or Xenoblade Chronicles. I love how there's a boss fight and then they're just testing you. They're actually super cool dudes. They're just giving you workout. This game has funny little quirks like that. But yeah, I love RPGs, and I love nothing more than a good JRPG. It always has a special spot in my heart. Final Fantasy, Tales of. And Xenoblade Chronicles, I think, is probably the best JRPG I've ever played. Maybe followed by Chrono Trigger, which I fucking love. And Metal Gear Solid 5, I think, is just like the best stealth game ever made, and I just love everything about it. I would try it again. Now that it's widely available on Switch, it's a lot easier to come by. Back in the day, you had to really shell out for some money to get a copy, so a lot of people get into it. And the Switch version actually adds a shit ton of new content and a bunch of quality of life features. It's not just like it's a massive graphical overhaul, but it also adds like basically like a big ass expansion. It's really fucking good. And it takes a little bit to get going, but it's worth it. That's weird. Yeah, the combat does take a little bit to unpack. It's got a lot of shit, but that's also what makes it so good. Once you get into it, it's so deep. Glacial Peak. But the story in Xenoblade Chronicles X, not X, I'm sorry, in Xenoblade Chronicles is fucking outstanding, and is filled with so much nuance and layers, and it has probably my favorite world of any game. It's just a world set on the backs of two titans. It's just such a cool fucking idea, and they just take advantage of it. Ah, motherfucker. Alright. I love the music in this game so much. I keep forgetting you don't actually have to jump to use the grappling hook, you can just use it while you're on the wall. Sometimes it's better to do that. It's just like muscle memory in a game where you're grappling to jump and then stretch it out. Fuck! I jumped a little bit too far ahead. Oh, I'm happy to see you too, Echo. Even though you're gonna get me fucking killed because I can't see through you. Because unfortunately your cat daddy wasn't a glass maker. Okay. There we go. Ah, son of a... Oh, wow, just repeatedly just... Ah, shit, I almost hit it. The music in this game is so catchy sometimes. You're a wizard, Harry! Fuck. Shit. Uh... Look at you, loafing, Echo. Glad you're having a good time. You're so pretty, though. I love you. Tower of Time. Although this is where the platforming gets fucking brutal. Ah, damn it. Fuck me. Ah. So pretty, Echo. I love you. Look at that paw. Look at that paw. Just my paw, ma'am. Ah, fuck. See, this is one of the most brutal platforming in the entire game. Oh, don't be. I just gotta get hugged. I got a cat hug. You're so pretty. I know it annoys you, but sometimes you just gotta pay the toll. Yes. Fuck off. See, some of this stuff's brutal. Fuck! Oh, I'm right there. Fuck! Okay, I didn't know that was fucking instant death. Alright, motherfuckers. And then I die again. Yeah, some of the most brutal fucking areas in the game. Even later areas aren't as fuck you as this. Well, most of them aren't. Ah! like. Oh, come on. Fuck. Ooh. Son of a whore. Fuck! Ah, son of a whore. I'm almost done with this place too. They really gotta stick it in and break it off in the last step. Ah, you cocksucker. Cool. You sons of bitches! Oh, thank fuck. Ah! Okay, it's not a big deal. Oh. Okay. Yeah, fuck you! Ah, you son of a... It's fine. Like I said, that's one of the hardest areas in the game. We're almost at the end. Where it does the shift to 16-bit. Finally, fuck. Yeah, boss fight. Fuck. Shit. Yeah, let's have the dots be moving. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna end this part here and take a short break. I'll be back. Thank you for watching.